The door is broke right here, as you can see. It doesn't have a latch on it, so we use a chain now to lock it up. And that's where he came in. He lifted the door up, and right here, as you can see, it's been kicked in or tampered with, if you would call it. And he made his way through here while we were all asleep. Quiet, I guess. I don't know why nobody heard him around here. And then Indy here. This is where the boys slept. This is where they were sleeping that night. He slept in the bed. He just came in, just stood over him, just watched him. The cameras are here, directly at the crib, watching. He just picked him up, took him back that way, carried him, just like carried him. Brought him back this way, and just took him back out that way. And from there,
so all through the video, you're going to see this light in the window. I want you to pay attention to this light in the window. This to me looks like a cell phone. And here it is again, and at one point it actually looks to me like he's wearing an earpiece and pushing it into here, and you'll see that right now. And then at one point when he's bending down, you're going to see him almost like listen in and then look towards the window, and then you'll see the light. So here I'm taking a look at, it looks like he has something in his hand, or he's pushing an earpiece in to hear better. So you tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now this is what I'm talking about with the earpiece. It's like he puts his left hand up and he's listening. Like he's listening to somebody talking to him, maybe trying to figure out which child he needs to take. Now at this point it's really gross, because to me it looks like when he lifts this blanket, he's actually going to smell his fingers. And he does this twice in the video, which is very odd to me. Look at that. And now here he's focused, and then you'll see all of a sudden he looks up towards this window. Now watch. There's the light again. It's like, I believe somebody is out there at that window, and he's wearing an earpiece to tell him which child to take maybe. And then here he goes again. He's gonna sniff his hands. Very odd. And then we'll see the light again once he grabs Cash, that poor baby, out of that crib. Now we're gonna see him hurry up. There's the light again. And once he grabs him, look, the light is flashing. Are they videoing? I'm not really sure. And we see the light throughout the rest of the video here. Very, very odd. I'm wondering what that light is. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And then they say this is him again during the day to check on him. And I'd like to know what you think he's saying. And I'm not sure exactly what he's saying. Maybe something about a crib. And then it sounds like a different voice responds back to him once he walks out the room. And this poor baby, he's looking for his twin brother. I have twins, so this really hits home for me, because my girls cannot be separated for not even a little bit of time. So just comment down below and tell me what you think Darriynn is saying towards the end. Oh my God, this just totally breaks my heart. This poor baby. I know how it is to have twins, and he's just looking for his brother. He doesn't understand. Now I want you to look at her eyes.
He's a happy baby.
And also
eager
the
to learn.
smile
He's
that
very
she gives
eager to learn. He
every
wants to
so
know how to
often,
read so
like
bad.
Duper's delight. I'm not
He
even
always
sure
said,
what
"What's
to
that
think
say?
about
And what's that
this
say?
woman
And what's
here.
that say?" Oh man.
Was he a happy child?
He was a very happy child. Very, very, very happy. And he was, like I said, eager to learn. He loved bugs. I don't like bugs. Cash would chase me with bugs. And he thought it was funny. Cash was more outspoken than Carter. Cash was the leader. He was the one that showed Carter how to do everything. Carter's a smart boy. Cash was the one that was brave enough to follow through with everything. So, Cash was he loved school. He loved, like I said, reading. He loved books. I used to read to them every night. And he always wanted me to read the same book over and over again.
And you went to shrine to him for the first time yesterday.
Yes.
And you laid down his favourite toy.
His dinosaur. He loved the dinosaur. It was given to him by my son Landon. And Cash, I have so many videos and pictures of him running around the house with that dinosaur. He will be missed here very much. Very much so. Cash was like my own son.
Can you tell me a little bit about the day when it happened?
Yeah. I woke up a little late because, like I said, Cash didn't wake me up. Cash is normally the one that wakes me up. In the morning, we get up about 7. We eat the breakfast, and then we get ready for school. That's what they called it. And we'd sit at the table and do our ABCs and our shapes and our colors, and then I'd let them go play, and then we'd do lunch and then naps. The day
What
that
happened on this day?
the day that he was missing, I got up late and I thought it was weird. It was kind of like, it's 10 o'clock, you guys, already. You waited late to wake Mommy up, so I figured Cash was still in bed.
Now, I don't want to talk
son
too much
is-
on this woman's character
who walked in the
because
room and
possibly,
Where's Cash at, Carter?
I hate to say it, but drug use, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't
And,
mean she's a murderer or anything like that. But
he went out front.
it's really odd that
So
they
we
wake
believed
up at
Carter,
10,
You know what I'm saying?
go
And
around the
so
block
my
a few
boys started looking
times,
for
well, once,
him, and I started
and
screaming,
then
Cash, if you're hiding from Mom,
911
it's not funny
call
anymore.
doesn't get made
Come
until
out, it's time
11
for
o'clock.
breakfast. He
That
wouldn't
to me
answer, so
is
I called
very
911.
odd.
Did you look for him around the house?
Yes, they went all the way around the block. My boys did. They went all the way up this alleyway. They walked all the way down to the little corner, yelling for Cash. And he wasn't answering, and I knew something was wrong. Something in my mind I knew. So I called 911 and told them I couldn't find Cash.
And just
they
a
said,
side
"When did I
note,
notice he was
I
gone?"
have
said, "Immediately
surveillance
when I got
cameras,
up, when Carter woke
and
me
if
up."
one of my girls, my children, would come up missing, the first thing that I would do was immediately go to my surveillance, especially if that camera showed directly where my child was sleeping and had to have been getting up from that bed or taken from that bed. I do not understand that at all. It took for her son, teenage boy, to remember that they have surveillance cameras and they need to look at them. To me, that's just, that I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me, and something is not right with this. The mom, the older son, something is not right. And my gut feeling is telling me that.
And
I mean, come on,
when you're
seriously?
going through something like
I
that, you
would
don't
be
think about
immediately
all of
looking at
that.
the
All
surveillance
you think about
camera.
is your baby,
That
that's
surveillance
missing.
camera was pointing
And when
directly
they
at
said
that baby's
traumatized
crib.
tears, I
You wouldn't
rewinded the
have to
camera,
search.
and
You wouldn't have to wonder where
there
he
it
went
was, the
or if the
boy
body
touching
found was
himself,
him.
not
You
his
would
head.
know because you would have
I freaked
immediately
out.
went to
I
that
was
surveillance
so
camera.
happy.
You would have knew exactly what
It was
happened to that baby.
devastating.
And the older son,
I
Cameron,
started
says
screaming 'cause my
that they have
daughter kept
surveillance
telling
all
me
over the house.
Mom
You would
said he
know
did
every
this.
step that
Mom
child
said he
took.
did this to our baby,
Or
and I'm
you would
like,
actually
no,
know
they
that the
didn't.
child was taken from
He's
the
gonna be
crib by
found. They're gonna
somebody.
find him.
Come on.
And they did.
Something is not right with this. I trust my gut, and my
Why
gut
would
is
they?
telling me something is not right
He was
here.
4.
And those lights in the
He was
window,
like this big, like he was so
I can't
little.
explain that.
He
Those
wasn't
lights
even
in the
this
window,
little
to me, looks like a
4-year-old.
cell phone. Somebody possibly videoing it. Darriyn, whatever his name is, he was not alone in this. Somebody was outside of that window, and I believe he had an earpiece listening, and they were telling him
I can't do
exactly
this
what child to
anymore,
take,
I'm
possibly. I'm
I
not
can't.
really sure. But something is not right with this, and the word needs to get out. Now I wonder, when Trevor left the children, was he sending Monica money? Was he supporting the children in any way? Was he helping out? Was he keeping in contact? I mean, we really don't know any of that, and so I'll be definitely looking into that some more. And as far as the house, you'll see in the next photo coming up, there's a bed frame. Why they couldn't put a bed up for these babies? They slept 2 4-year-olds in a crib, which they had ample amount of space in this bedroom to put that bed up for these babies, but they slept in that. Now also, we're going to get on to Darriynn. Darriynn caused a lot of issues in the neighborhood, and people tried to speak out about it, but nothing was done. But I looked on the map here, as you'll see, and he took, I believe, alleyways. There's a lot of alleyways all over the place, and that's where I believe he took the path to get him into the woods and unfortunately do what he did. And as far as I'm concerned with this door, I do not see how the police would be able to tell if this door was tampered with before or after. I mean, because it honestly is in just such bad shape. So I don't see where that's any proof that anyone tampered with, kicked the door down, whatever, to get into the house. I just do not believe that. And I would like to take this time to say a prayer for Miss Antoinette, also known as Niecy, because I could not imagine what she's going through finding poor Cash. I just want to let everybody know to please pray for her and keep her and her family in your prayers. And also this wonderful, beautiful child who was just lost in the system. And please, guys, pray for Carter, because I have twins, and I cannot even imagine what Carter is going through at this time. And also his mother and all his family, and may he rest in peace. And please like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be going over these messages in one video, and then I'll go ahead and do another video to show you the map as to what I'm talking about, as far as Darriynn could have took alleyways and different ways, and it would have been a lot shorter than if you type it into your maps and just drive it. Now here you see this is taking a left from Florina Parkway, and this takes you to a alley that leads you straight to Isama Lane. And then once you go down, you'll see this road here, and when you get to this part, you're gonna see a house being built, which is vacant. And then if you go down a little ways, there's another house that hasn't been completely built yet. And then at the very corner of Saddle Ridge Drive, I'm gonna show you a path that leads into the woods. So he could have actually took that out of the woods, walked a little ways down, and that is where the child was left. And I really do think something happened in those woods. And if you walk from Saddle Ridge up and go into the woods, it leads you back to Florina Parkway. So I really do think that's the path that he took. I can't be quite sure. I'm not familiar with the area, but I've been doing the map search, and I'll go over it in another video. So don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post that video and many others with messages and different comments about other things that was going on with this family. And please, guys, just remember, always spread love and not hate, and be blessed and keep the faith. God bless everyone. And may Cash rest in peace. And I do want everyone to please pray for Carter, Cash, and their entire family. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Bye.